This was from May the 11th. And you know what? I'm going to do this in fucking Smodcast style. I'm going to do this the same way that Kevin Smith did.
Are you?
Fuck it. Why
nice.
not? ScanBC Nick. Hashtag Richmond. So this takes place in fucking Richmond, BC. So ScanBC, hashtag Richmond. Fire crews are responding to Saunders Road and Heather Place for a report of a porta potty on fire.
Somebody was stroking it way too hard.
Is that, or it was just like flaming diarrhea, which actually somehow caught fire. So fucking this is just the tip of the fucking iceberg. ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. Transit police responding to C-Bus terminal for female breaking windows with her head.
What?
Breaking windows with her head.
With her head? Well,
I don't know why. I don't know what would, of all the appendages that you have on your body, why would you choose your head to break a window? Like, she must be trying to kill herself.
Maybe she has no arms.
Maybe it didn't say that she was like a paraplegic or anything, or like just like a stump where she has no arms or legs, and she just has her head.
Oh,
she's just fucking headbanging and hitting windows. Oh my god. We'll skip those two. Needless to say, it was about a wooden spoon and slapping a parent in the face. ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. Police are searching for a naked masturbating male in the area of East 24th Avenue and Lillooet Street, only wearing a balaclava over his face. So here you have a guy who's not wearing anything but something to cover his face, masturbating in public.
Oh my.
And it's just like, oh man, fucking need the BC pants police to get the guy a fucking pair of pants.
What's wrong with people?
I don't know, but let's keep finding out.
Okay.
ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. A lot of these things are happening in Vancouver. Police are responding to Seymour Street and Dunsmuir Street after one taxi drove into another taxi. Taxi on taxi crime.
Taxi on taxi
Road
crime.
raging over a fare.
Really?
So maybe somebody got out of one cab and got into another cab, but didn't pay the first cabbie his fare. So that cabbie drove into the other cabbie because this person... I don't know. It doesn't elaborate. But I just have this beautiful image of two taxi cabs just fucking ramming into each other like you know the way fucking rams will run into each other in the wild?
Yeah.
It's like just two taxi cabs just bam, bam over one single person's fucking fare. And it's just like, oh god, people are weird. ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. PD attending to a report of a male in the hedges masturbating while looking into a window of a residence.
Wait, is he naked?
Is he naked with a baklava over his face?
Yes, because we may have the guy.
Shit, it's a crime spree. God. There's a lot of people jerking off in public in BC.
What is BC the way to go?
The moral of the story is if you want to see cock, go to British Columbia.
Yeah,
it's all on the West Coast.
I mean, wow.
Jesus Christ. ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. Crews are responding to Broadway SkyTrain station. Oh, SkyTrains. Crews, so like police crews.
Okay.
Responding to Broadway SkyTrain, man. SkyTrain. The Jetsons-like future is here.
Yeah.
It is. Fucking SkyTrains. So, responding to Broadway SkyTrain station after someone was hit in the head by a train.
Oh, Christ. Oh.
Think about this. A gigantic SkyTrain, but the person was only hit in the head. Nowhere else. I think that's 500 points.
That is.
Hit someone only in the head with a SkyTrain.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Like, was the train coming to a halt?
It doesn't. I hope. Because if it wasn't, then it was just starting to move and it was picking up speed and shit. But now it doesn't say that there was a fatality. So clearly the person's still alive.
You would hope.
Because
if that sky train was moving, that buddy was like, hey, and the train hit him, then his head is going to go fucking miles.
Yeah, exactly. His head is still on the bumper of that sky train.
I mean, hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, ideally that's not the case.
Nobody likes that type of shit.
Oh,
but
man.
I mean, yeah.
But how accurate do you have to be to only hit the person in the head? No other body part was hit by the train, just the head. That's a person who's played a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Boom, headshot. ScanBC, hashtag Surrey. Oh, we're out of Vancouver.
Wow.
Surrey, BC. And this one's also hashtagged RCMP. So they had to get the federals involved in this one.
This is deep.
Exactly. So, ScanBC, hashtag Surrey, hashtag RCMP. RCMP are responding to 58th Avenue and 138th Street after someone invited a stranger into their home and now is refusing to leave. Well, you invited me in, eh? I thought we were going to have dinner.
Hey, you. Yeah? Do I know you? No. Come on, fuck in!
Come on in. Okay, I want you to leave now. Well, no, I just got here. Yeah. RCMP. Yeah. Jesus Christ. This is why you don't invite strangers into your home.
Oh, God.
Because they might refuse to. And you know what? Maybe this person's entirely in the right. They're like, you invited me into your home.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's my home.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of my home.
Show me where you pay the bills, eh? No, literally, I need to know where to go to pay the bills. Because this is my house now. ScanBC, hashtag North Vancouver.
Ooh,
North Vancouver. The northest of Vancouver.
Oh, God.
So this is not only north, this is North Vancouver.
Well, at least it's not the East Vancouver.
It's true. This is also hashtagged RCMP. RCMP are at Mahone Avenue and West 5th Street for a drunk male laying on the ground after his mother kicked him out of the house.
Oh!
And you know what? This is eerie. This is like me looking into the future. I'll be drunk one night and Mom will just kick me out. And I'll just be laying on the ground. I don't know what to do, eh? I got kicked out of my house. What are these cop cars doing here?
Why did you turn all Irish?
No, I wasn't Irish. That was my bad Smodcast Canadian accent. I think it's starting to come out when I'm reading the fucking ScanBC.
Why did I get kicked out of my hoose?
Yeah, why did I get kicked out of my hoose? Oh, I suppose that is kind of Scottish. It's like groundskeeper Willie. Yeah. The noodle at the end of the hoose. The noodles. What noodles? ScanBC, hashtag UBC.
UBC.
University of British Columbia. This was on campus.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Reports of a gang. Come join. Come spelled C-U-M. Hashtag UBC. RCMP are on scene at the Student Rec Center.
2 speeds. Low and high.
Exactly. So, RCMP are on scene at the Student Rec Center with a male who stole a shirt. That's not the funny part.
Okay, because I was going to say.
Funny part is, suspect was caught wearing the shirt. So he stole a shirt.
It's a shirt.
He put it on. But if you're going to steal a shirt, don't put it on. Because you got caught wearing the shit that you just stole.
Was this an expensive shirt?
I don't know. I would assume so. You're taking the comedy out of this. No.
I'm just trying to understand this.
Yeah, so the dude stole a shirt, put the shirt on, and then was just walking around the rec center. That looks like one of our shirts. Can I see a receipt? Fuck you. People need to be smarter criminals.
They do. They really do.
ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. Crews are on scene at 200 East Hastings Street with a female that has accidentally swallowed the hot ember from her crack pipe. Oh, God. That is horrific.
Oh,
that is terrible. You can only imagine how fucking bad that hurts. The lesson here, kids, is don't smoke crack.
Yeah. The real lesson here is not to smoke crack.
She could have avoided the situation by simply not smoking crack. ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. See, we're back in the Couve now. Police are responding to the Granville Street Bridge. Uh-oh. Only bad things happen on bridges.
It's true.
For a report of a male with a megaphone yelling at people below. I don't get it.
Buddy's been watching too much Tom Green.
I guess. Fucking, yeah, just fucking a megaphone, just fucking yelling at people. That's just mean, eh?
It's observational humor.
I guess it is. ScanBC, hashtag Vancouver. See, we can't get away from Vancouver. There's no way to get away from the Couve. I want to make that a thing. The Couve has to become a thing. Police are responding to 7900 Granville Street for a man walking up and down the street trying to pick fights with people. like why? What's the reasoning? Like,
hell no.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Fuck you.
I'm mad as hell. Why? Oh.
Internet? I guess. Like, all right. And let's see here. We're going to do one more here because this one is just, again, too funny and too charming not to do. ScanBC, hashtag Surrey.
Ooh.
Hashtag RCMP.
Oh.
The feds. RCMP are responding to Wild Wing Restaurant at 72 and King George after a customer tried to pull the server's pants down.
Won't give me a special sauce, will ya?
Zip. Like,
come over here.
Tried to fucking get over here. You want a tip? I'll give you the tip of me dick. This person's also Irish, I guess. But like, what's the reasoning? What could possibly prompt you to be like, yoink, and try to pull a fucking server's pants down? Maybe the pants were the only thing that saved this person from being totally buck naked.
Maybe. Like
the pants were like belted. Like she had a belt on. I assume it's a female. Because what female is going to be like, fuck you, yoink? So you got to assume that this had to have been a dude trying to pull a woman's pants down. Which is slightly disturbing because it could have been a dangerous situation, but also kind of funny. So, like, just like, what's the reasoning for wanting to pull somebody's fucking pants down? ScanBC, Nick.
ScanBC.
ScanBC. If people like the ScanBC segment, maybe we might bring it back again sometime when there's a bunch more stuff. But I basically retweeted everything that was good up until today. So
go to it, watch it, see it.
Exactly.
Twitter.
Twitter.com/ScanBC. It's totally worth it. Some stuff is just absolutely hilarious. And so it is definitely time for you to be following ScanBC.
Sea monkeys.
Let's talk a little wrestling.
We're
going to talk a little wrestling.
Going into a wrestling segment. And if you've been watching for the past, how long?
2 years?
Well, 2 years, but today.
Yes.
I have my TCW hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Justin has his TCW shirt on. We are less than 2 weeks away.
Exactly.
From TCW's first show in 2014.
Yep.
Coming live at the Halifax Forum.
Exactly.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a really, really great show. We're going to have more details on the show next week. We hope to have a full match card for you by that time. Maybe even have maybe an exclusive for you. Possibly. Talk to the boss. Maybe see if he'll give us a little something. Something that can be a nice little exclusive for you. But what we wanted to do to talk about Twin City Wrestling in this show is just very briefly remind customers all across Canada, because this is available all across Canada now, which is great. The national appeal of Twin City Wrestling, if you will. Twin City Wrestling's Eastlink TV show has been on now for a couple of weeks. I think this week was week 4. And, the shows have been really, really good. The shows have been put together really well, especially the HD ones. Like the HD versions of the shows they look great. They look really, really good. Now, there was a little bit of a controversy, and we'll go into my story about this with TCW on Eastlink. Originally, the thought was we were going to be able to watch the TCW shows live on TV.
Right.
Which didn't end up happening except in the HRM. The way that it was that TCW was only being actually shown specifically on Eastlink in Halifax, which is we didn't understand that at first at the time.
No.
Which is kind of disappointing because the lion's share of their shows have been down here, down further on the South Shore. So it was a little disappointing that we couldn't actually watch it live, and I was like, what the hell is happening? Why the fuck is Fishing with Friends on? No disrespect to them, but it's a fucking half hour of fishing. It doesn't exactly make for the greatest television.
Yeah.
I was like, put the fucking wrestling show on. But the idea was that Eastlink plays Twin City Wrestling in Halifax and in Halifax only. But what you can do if you're not in Halifax and you're an Eastlink customer is that you can get it on Eastlink On Demand. Eastlink On Demand is a free service. If you have a cable box, you have if you have a residential cable box, I should say, you have access to Eastlink On Demand.
If you have a residential cable box.
Yes, if you have a residential cable
box.
Not business, but if you have a residential cable box, you have access to Eastlink On Demand. Now, the way that you find Twin City Wrestling is you go to just hit the On Demand button on your remote. The very first option is Eastlink TV On Demand. So you hit OK on that, you go in. It then gives you the areas. It gives you like Atlantic and BC, where I assume the ScanBC TV show is the number one ratings hit on fucking BC television. But you choose the very first option, which is Atlantic. And from there, it gives you a couple of other options. It gives you like community, sports, things like that. You want to go to series because it's a series that's on Eastlink. Mm-hmm. So you go to series, it gives you like 3 pages of results. You go all the way down to the 3rd page, you see Twin City Wrestling. It's right there, plain as day. Right beside fucking Wonderful World of Painting, I think it is. Hooray.
Perfect thing to go by.
Exactly. So hopefully some of those old ladies that are looking for Wonderful World of Painting episodes accidentally click on Twin City Wrestling. That'd be fantastic. So you go there, you get to the Twin City Wrestling page. It shows you all of the episodes, including the HD versions. If you have an HD box like I do, you can watch crystal clear HD versions of the shows, which are great. They were put together extremely well, and if you're a fan of wrestling, you need to watch these shows. The shows are excellent. I mean, I was live for pretty much all of them except a couple that happened in Halifax. So, I mean, I was in the crowd for most of the TV tapings. The crowds are great. The matches themselves are great. If you're a wrestling fan, you owe it to yourself to watch Twin City Wrestling on Eastlink On Demand.
And you know what? I haven't seen any of the shows yet. So,
right.
I mean, after the podcast, we might have to put on one or two.
Well, I might have to. Well, episode 4 should be up, so we would be able to click right in and see episode 4. My only issue I had a slight issue with episode 3.
Why?
Because one of the matches was from the TV taping, I think, at one of the ones at the Sportsplex, or maybe it was at the Forum, and it's really dark.
Oh, yeah?
It was the first one that Rodney was the ring announcer, and it's just really dark.
First one that Rodney was the ring announcer?
I think so.
Because I thought he started at Blockhouse.
No. No,
because,
Blockhouse was his second one.
Really?
Yeah. His first one was one of the Halifax ones. Like the last Halifax one.
Okay, because I thought Sketch McNoFly
yeah.
guy.
The other dude.
The other dude. It's just like, I don't think I can do this, man. I don't think I can do this, but I'm going to go up and try, man.
Oh, yeah. That was not the last Blockhouse show, but the second to last Blockhouse show.
Yeah, the second
that
to
was
last
that
one
was the
where,
clusterfuck.
And then show.
And then yeah, exactly, that one. Yeah, that was that one. But no, then Rodney started off with the next one, and then did the last one, I believe was the timeline. But yeah, it is the match itself is quite, the one match that they show from that show is pretty dark.
Okay.
But what I loved about it was episode 3, one of the matches that was featured. This is to give you all a sneak peek and a personal story about this. One of the matches that was featured was the tag team match for the for the number 1 contendership for the tag titles.
Yeah.
You had R&R Express against the Bearded Bombers, Lumberjack Johnson and Shahir.
Okay.
And that was the match where the music wasn't working the greatest, and I had to come in and make the save. Do you remember this?
Oh,
This is in the Liverpool show.
the Liverpool. Oh,
The one that, yeah, the one at the fire hall.
I stood
You were just
up
like,
with, like my hands up in the air. You had to run.
And it's so great because the way they cut the footage is 1 second you see me sitting at ringside. I am prominent at fucking front row ringside with Rodney and Justin Carver.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm prominent there.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to an angle of somebody in the ring, and when it cuts back, I'm not in my seat anymore. My seat is empty because I bolted across the fucking fire hall.
I've never seen you go so
I know.
fast.
I kicked in the turbos because I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And we got the music fixed and the music queued up, and then the next time it cuts back, I'm back.
Nice.
So I just disappeared.
You're like Superman.
It's true. I disappeared for all of about 4 seconds of showtime, but it was so fun because I was like, I think this is the match, and then it cuts away and it cuts back, and I'm not in my seat anymore. I'm like, yes, fucking A, this is fantastic. And that's just one of the many fantastic moments that you're going to get to see if you watch Twin City Wrestling on Eastlink TV, or if you're not in Halifax, on Eastlink On Demand. And you can access Eastlink On Demand all across the country, coast to fucking coast. If you're in BC, you can still watch Twin City Wrestling. You just go to the Atlantic tab, like I said.
Oh, for sure.
On Eastlink On Demand, you can see this. If you're a wrestling fan, you owe it to yourself to see these fucking shows. Bingo bango.
Absolutely.
And again, next week we will be talking more specifically about the show that's coming up.
Oh god, yeah. I cannot wait.
I know. We'll be doing some live shit from the arena too, or on our way to the arena or whatever, because it seems like we're going to have a full car.
Oh, we are.
Because it's going to be me, you, Rodney. See, it's like we're actually in the wrestling business. We're fucking riding together, quote unquote. It's kind of funny.
It's just gonna be like the sound guy, the ring announcer,
fucking
like Smart Mark Alley.
Yeah, basically.
Just oh my god.
It's gonna be pretty freaking good. I mean, the show itself is gonna be phenomenal. We've talked about who the headliner is, but we're gonna go into all those details later on. Plus, at the show, we get to find out upcoming, I think they announced the headliner for the next show at this show, I think is the plan. And I have a little bit of inside potential knowledge on who that headliner might be.
Ooh.
I can't drop it. Can't drop it today.
Not like it's hard.
Exactly. I might be able to be persuaded into it next week, but probably not because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But we will see. Twin City Wrestling on Eastlink On Demand. Go watch that shit. Twin City Wrestling live at the Halifax Forum, June 28th. Tickets are $20 at the door. It's a great value. It's a great show. You will not regret a single second of your choice to see this show because it's the best that wrestling has to offer around here. It really and truly is. You will love it if you give it a chance. You know what you don't love and what wasn't really given a chance?
Dudes pretending to be ladies.
Dudes pretending to be ladies, yes. We'll get to that. But the folks that just got cut from WWE. That was a poor segue, but whatever. Fuck it. It was kind of a bad segue. Anyways, WWE dropped the hammer on about a dozen people.
Yeah.
And I get what it is. It's Vince going like, oh my god, I lost $750 million in a day.
Yeah, time to downsize.
Time to cut some fucking salary here. And I understand, but the people they cut are not on big contracts.
Well, no.
So it's just like, way to go, Vince. You only got about $749 million left to go before you make your money back. So you better get to cutting. But yeah, so they cut some mid-card, some minor talent mid-cards, stuff like that. Nobody really, they didn't cut big names. We'll put it that way.
Damn it. I need to get rid of some more money.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it. Oh, God.
Guess I better cut JTG.
Stephanie, come over here. I hate to do this to you. You're
in that perfect Vince tone that he does. But no, so they cut they cut JTG, they cut Oksana, they cut 2/3 of 3MB.
I know. It's not 3MB no more.
It's not now. It's he's back to being the one man band.
It's MB.
It's exactly. It's MB. Or it's more like 1.5 MB.
1.5, yeah, because
you still got Hornswoggle, exactly. So you are basically
How far can
like,
I take this?
I don't know.
I'm going to take you guys on a little adventure.
Oh, Nick's going on the mobile mic. But yeah, like they cut the names they cut were really not that big names by any stretch of the imagination. They were just nobodies. Like they were just people that don't really do anything on TV. And I don't think your microphone's working, sir.
I had it
There
off.
we go. He had his microphone off.
When was the last time you saw Teddy Long?
I mean, it had been a while since you'd seen Teddy Long. I mean, Teddy Long could have been he's still useful. He's a guy that's been in the game for decades.
Yeah, I know. It's just craziness.
It is definite craziness. Now,
if you guys don't notice, I'm peeing right now.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
I took you.
That is
into
totally.
the bathroom.
Oh my God. It's totally on mic and there's nothing you can do about it.
With the mobile mic.
Oh my God. We have reached a new low on the fucking podcast. Live pissing on the No Holds Barred podcast. And I figured that's what he was trying to do. But, oh, dear Lord.
The mobile mic experience.
I cannot believe that is a thing that actually happened.
Okay, wait for it.
Oh, my God. What an asshole. What a fucking clown. Wow. All right. Well, you got that, I guess. Live sounds of Nick peeing.
Okay, back.
Now, one thing that I did notice is the further away you got, the quieter you got.
Well, no, because I had the microphone down.
Oh, I understand.
Because I had to hold my wiener.
Well, that was. I mean, I appreciate that. So that it's not just fucking flying all over the place.
Yeah, you don't want it spraying all over the place. That's just nasty.
Wow, I cannot believe you actually took a live piss on our fucking podcast.
Well, it's the first ever. I mean,
yes, it is the first ever. And I think there's a reason that it had never happened before. Right.
You gotta keep on surprising people.
Podcast innovators. Jesus. Well, you know what?
What's
there
the first ever podcast that you've heard somebody take a piss live?
I mean, never. I've never heard it, and I think for good reason, but I've never heard it. So, you know what? Who knows? Maybe we start the trend.
Maybe.
Trend setting on the No Holds Barred podcast.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, they cut they cut nobodies. Like nobody that's really doing anything. Kurt Hawkins was a bit of an unfortunate cut for me because I like him. He's a smart kid. He's got talent.
Yeah.
Already taking indie bookings. Started taking indie bookings immediately. Went on Twitter and was like, looks like I'm cut from WWE. Who wants me on their indie show this weekend? It's like, right on. Good on you, man. Some of the people that they cut could probably find work in like Global Force Wrestling.
I guess.
Maybe TNA. Although TNA can't afford to offer talent more than a cup of coffee and a fucking handshake at this point. So who knows? Maybe you'll see some of them spring up somewhere else. If you want to see the complete list of cuts, you can go to WWE.com. It's still linked on the main page. You can see who all got released, or just go to the news page. Much like WWE, we wish them all the best in their future endeavors, but unfortunately, couldn't keep lasting in WWE.
Who's going to call Brodus Clay's mama?
I don't know. He's not going to be able to afford it anymore because it's long distance. Zing. Now, before we get into the return of the great the great segment. I have a question for you, Nick.
Shoot.
Do you think Canada needs a Hawaii?
Well, I do like drinks with low umbrellas.
That's fair. That's a good assessment.
I do like drinks with like in the pineapples.
Oh yes,
Or
that's
the
true.
coconuts.
You put the beer in the coconut and drink it all up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Throw the can away.
And throw the can away.
Yeah.
Homer. Fair enough. That makes sense.
So I mean, yeah, we could possibly have a like a Canadian Hawaii.
Well,
I don't know the way you would put it.
This is just the thing. According to one Conservative Party politician, it's already there.
It's already there?
This politician has been lobbying for years to take the Turks and Caicos Islands, which already exist off the coast of like Miami or some shit, off the coast of Florida, and have it become Canada's 11th province.
Really?
It is already a vacation destination. It's actually the place where my sister, after she got her degrees from the university she went to as an accountant, she went down and worked in the Turks and Caicos Islands for a few years. That's where she met the father of her kids. And she loved it down there. She thought it was beautiful. But she seems to think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous to take the Turks and Caicos Islands, which are already a British territory. Like, they're a British territory right now. The British West Indies. And to basically take it and annex it as the 11th Canadian province. That's this guy's idea. Well, we can just make them the 11th province. I don't think you can do that.
Yeah,
and
I don't think it works like that.
And I don't think Great Britain's going to be overly hyped about that idea. No, it's ours. But yeah, so there's and I guess they've been lobbying, and people at various times have wanted to do this for years. Apparently, they think it's a great idea. I don't see it. I don't see how it is a great idea. I think it's nice to encourage people to go vacation down there.
Yeah,
but I don't necessarily think that it's the best idea to make a place that has no connection with Canada whatsoever to be our 11th province. Now, yes, the States did the same thing with Hawaii. We're just kind of up here playing hockey, eh?
Yeah.
Like, we're good. Just give us a sheet of ice and a puck. We're happy. We don't need a vacation spot. But that being said, hey, people, go vacation in the Turks and Caicos Islands because it's apparently fucking beautiful. So, yeah, go vacation there all you want, but I don't think we need to make it our province.
Or go to Miami.
Or go to Miami. Benvenido a Miami.
Yeah.
Bounce to the club where the heat is on all night on the streets till the fucking break of dawn.
Oh, God.
Go into Miami, Benvenido a Miami. Do that. That's fine. That's perfect. Let's not go around annexing places just because we think we need a Hawaii because the States has one.
Exactly.
So that conservative politician's a fucking moron.